We all know Warren Buffett's famous saying. You gotta be greedy when others are fearful, and you gotta be fearful when others are greedy. This just basically means that always when there is a stock market crash, you gotta buy, and buy. This will help you build long-term wealth and boost your overall performance. And you also all know Chinese stocks. And I'm not exaggerating if I tell you that over the past couple of years, we literally had a Chinese stocks meltdown. Minus 50, minus 60, minus 70% over the board. Everybody is throwing away their shares. And it's time for us as traders to take a look at those opportunities. If we properly manage our risk and if we are greedy at the right time, those opportunities can make us a lot of money. So in today's video, I want to share with you 3 trading setups on Chinese stocks. I will start on Tencent and then I will go over Baidu and Alibaba. Situation is pretty simple. I will give you clear trading instructions. And if those setups actually are in conformity with your trading strategy, there is absolutely zero reason for you to not take those setups. No financial advice as always. Let's start with Tencent, ticker symbol TCEHY. And if you're looking at this chart, some of you might say, well, it's just overall choppy, back and forth, there is simply no trading opportunity. Wrong. We have a similar chart. Let's take a quick look at Meta platforms. We had a similar chart on Meta a couple of years ago. And you can see right here, I already drew the pattern. It's a simple reverse triangle formation. Let's quickly go back to Tencent. And you can see that on Tencent, we're also having a reverse triangle formation. We do have this upper resistance trend line. We had the first touch point right here, rejecting towards the downside. And then the second touch point again, rejecting towards the downside. We do have this lower support. Let's basically make this green. We had the first rejection and retest towards the upside. And then we had the second retest and rejection towards the upside. It's a simple reverse triangle formation. Tencent, a couple of months ago, retested this lower support, created bullish confirmation, and then already this continuation towards the upside. From top to bottom right here, we had a correction of minus 75%. As we are speaking, Tencent is also retesting this previous resistance area, which is still acting as resistance. But considering that we just retested this lower, extremely strong support, there is a quite high chance that the next retest will be of this upper red resistance, which means that still from here, we do have a potential rally of roughly 160% towards the upside. All I am literally waiting for and all we are waiting for in the Elite program is simply a break above this previous resistance, which as you all know, after the retest will then be turned support. Then we are waiting for bullish confirmation inside of this level. And then you can go ahead and simply enter a long position to capitalize on the continuation towards the upside. Target, as I mentioned, is simply the resistance of this reverse triangle formation. That's it for Tencent. If we take a look at Baidu, ticker symbol BIDU. Also right here, you can see that from top to bottom, we had a crazy correction. A correction of almost 80%. Still, Baidu, as you can see, is trading overall sideways. And we always have those crazy melts towards the upside. Specifically, what I am looking at is this major horizontal support, roughly at this $85 level. You can see we had support a first time, we then had support a second time, and a couple of months ago support a third time, creating bullish confirmation right here, and then this beautiful bullish rejection. And you can see that Baidu is once again about to retest this lower support. Inside of this level, you can just look for bullish confirmation. And then we do have the first resistance at this $160 level. You can see this was acting as resistance a bunch of times in the past. But if Baidu actually only retests this $160 level, you can see that we still have a rally of 50%. What I honestly think will happen and what we are preparing for in the Elite program is a retest of this upper resistance. You can see it's just overall a sideways range. This resistance is roughly at $270. And this means that also on Baidu, we can have a potential rally of plus 150%. So if we're just taking a look at Tencent and at Baidu, you can already have a potential profit of 310% if you are playing those setups in the right way. Let's take a look at the final setup for today, Alibaba, ticker symbol BABA. Also right here, you can see we had a crazy correction starting in October of 2020, a correction of 80%, so even more than on Tencent, even more than on Baidu. But if we are greedy at the right time, we can make a lot of money on those crashes. On Baba, we do have the horizontal support at $60. You can see that roughly a decade ago, in September of 2015, this was acting as support. Then we had a second retest in October of 2021. And right here, Alibaba was barely missing this previous support, creating bullish confirmation, and so far is creating this rejection towards the upside. This month alone, Alibaba is up roughly 20%. We are still having this resistance trend line, which you can see was resistance over and over again. But if Alibaba manages to break above the resistance, the next target might be the previous all-time high. And you can see that from here we could have a potential rally of 240%. 310%, 240%, let's just say roughly 550% on 3 trading setups. You do have very limited downside because those stocks already corrected massively, and you basically do have unlimited upside. You have to be greedy at the right time, and then those setups can make you a very decent profit. If you want to know when we enter those setups in the Elite program, you can check the first link in the description and join the Elite program. And you can also go ahead and sign up for the free trading newsletter. If you enjoyed today's video, as always, I really appreciate if you smash that like button below. I will see you next weekend. Be greedy when others are fearful and keep your long-term vision.